Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace.
Head on over to squarespace.com/rogue and get 10% off your first purchase. Plus, you'll make us stay alive. We literally live on this.
We might die if you don't click on the link below.
I mean, I'm not going to say we might die, but I mean, you don't want to be a murderer. Come on.
I don't know.
Come on.
I feel weird. I'm worried. So we're going to be making upgrades to Nerf, right?
Right.
I've got mine.
Oh, jeez. No. Good God.
I'm not real sure how. Where's the tape?
Modding Nerf blasters.
All right, Bill Doran.
Yo.
Prop maker, replicator extraordinaire. You were telling us that you could take rinky-dink Nerf and make them into high-powered nerfing machines.
Yes, nerfing.
Still very likely not fatal, but
No.
enough to be the king of the office cubicles.
Yeah. If you have that office guy that you're always in, Nerf warfare with, I know I did that when I worked at
Yeah?
my boring office job.
We didn't even have Nerf wars.
No. The only war was sanity. for your own sanity.
And nobody wins that war. But if you want to win the Nerf war, there are a number of things you can do to upgrade the gun to have better performance. And if you want to make it look cooler too, we have options for that.
I want the cosmetic upgrades.
Yep,
I want
yep.
the force upgrades.
Yes.
I want the actual force.
You have the custom Counter-Strike Go skins.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there's a massive, robust Nerf modding community out there. This particular Nerf dart is the Mega. Okay. So normal Nerf darts, there.
Itty bitty.
Mega Nerf darts.
Are these based on like actual caliber weapons?
No.
Or okay, they're just
I don't
Nerf.
think
They
so.
look
style.
way more bullet-like than they did when we were
Yeah,
kids,
right?
So this guy here is a revolver. It's super easy to modify. I followed a tutorial. This guy, Lord Drac,
Yep.
has mods. He's got a great video. Crack it open, remove some pieces, instantly make it better.
Well, I mean, what's the difference though? You say make it better. I assume that shoots harder, or?
Yeah, so this guy has been modded. That one is not.
Okay, so this one should it shoot?
So you pull the thing back to
Oh,
do
good.
that and give it a shoot. Okay. All right, so it puffs air out. This is what mine sounds like.
That sounds.
Yeah, a little sharper.
A little sharper, yeah.
How satisfying is that? Just this.
Yeah.
That's badass.
All right.
So the reason why it's modified like that is to get more airflow out of this thing.
Okay.
Right? They restrict it out of the factory because this is for children.
Okay.
So let's want to do a
For
quick-
children,
Yeah,
agree
demo,
to
demo,
disagree.
demo. So what?
All
You
right,
just
so load the thing up.
Yep.
Give it a crank.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
Yep. There you go.
Maybe.
Look down the barrel. That's important.
It's good.
Yeah. Shoot
There's
the
your opening right
Just
there.
knock it all over.
So this is the guy that has had the airflow restrictor ripped out of it. So
Okay.
same Nerf dart, except
Whoa! You could hear it whistle
Yeah,
as
right
it went
away.
by. Was that the bullet? That was the bullet.
so with a little bit more oomph and a good seal, these things got a little extra life.
Yeah. All right. This is the unmodified Nerf gun. Test 1.
A little inconsistent.
Little variability here.
That's pretty good. A little to the right. There you
Okay,
go.
I hit the target on
All
that
right.
one.
Not too bad.
That's wild. Even correcting for the off-site and all that stuff, there's just so much air turbulence between
Yeah.
here and there. All right, this is the modified.
With the smaller darts and the ported barrels.
Whoa. Wow.
It's just a laser. It's a little squirrely.
It is squirrely, but it's so fast. Okay, yeah. Weirdly, it's not more accurate.
Right.
That's actually good to know. So I guess what we should test for distance
Distance
now.
for sure, yeah.
Okay. Fire one off, going for as far distance as
All
you
right.
can.
This might be like a 30-degree angle here.
Yeah. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Wow. So like 5 of them ended up right here, and one of them was an outlier by like 10 or 15 feet.
All right, you ready for the
Yeah,
modded
hit
one?
us up.
All right.
Holy cow! Wow.
I'm gonna wait for the wind to die for a second.
The only reason that one didn't keep going was the wind. Oh, wow! Hot damn!
it.
That's a good 40% to 50% farther across the board. And to be honest, I think they would keep on going, but they went up so high that the wind was catching them.
Yep.
That's a marked improvement.
Awesome. Already it's better, but you can go one step further with these mega guys, the big ones. This is like 3/4 of an inch barrel.
Yep.
If you get PVC pipes that are the right size, you can get them. I don't know, I couldn't figure it out, so I 3D printed my own custom barrel.
Couldn't figure out how to buy equipment from a hardware store. Therefore,
Well, they didn't have
instead I did the easy thing, which is 3D printing the cylinder.
Do you have a good 3D printer or one like Brian's?
I have a good one.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
So here's the thing, these barrels are tapered so that when you put the Nerf dart in, it gets stuck in the back of it there.
Okay.
So these are tapered a tiny bit, so they will only fit in one way. The idea is you put this in this gun, and this creates an airtight seal so that you can put a smaller Nerf dart in the bigger gun. And this gun is designed to fire those giant darts. So you put the little guy in there.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot more.
That's how you lose an eye.
That is how you lose an eye. So
mine didn't work
as
either.
a test, I shot myself in the hand, and that was a mistake.
Did it hurt?
It hurt a lot.
Really?
Yep.
It's my left hand. What could go wrong? Yep.
It hurts a lot.
Oh, do me!
All right, shoot my friends in the hand, Dave.
Ow!
Yep.
Right? So what's the first thing we got to do?
We have to open these things. We got screwdrivers. Mine is already set, but we got Phillips head screwdrivers. There's a bunch of screws. You just unscrew them all.
All like every.
Start with these guys here, so you can take that part off,
Roger.
and then kind of keep track of them.
Kind of keep track of them.
This is totally endorsed by Nerf or whoever owns Nerf, right?
So there is a huge, like I said, a huge community. They do Nerf wars. I don't know how officially Nerf endorses it, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty stoked about it.
They aren't.
Because they move a lot of toy guns.
To
I bought 3 of them.
Hobbyists, yeah.
And by the way, these, $15. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, right out of the box are pretty dope already. Look at that, bunch of warnings on there.
Yeah? What does it say?
Never read
It says
one of
feel
those.
free to modify. Don't worry about your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Use any way you
It does
want.
specifically have cautions about eyes on here. Do not aim at eyes or face.
Jason had a pretty cool idea with the razor blades.
It legitimately doesn't mention anything about razor blades on here.
So at this point, all the screws are out except for this one cosmetic fake screw
Right
that
there.
totally faked us
Yeah.
out.
That is not coming out, Brian.
Well, that's why you need a bigger. I was asking for a. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, that's it. So this part here is just a hollow shell.
Yeah.
And everything else sits in that. So you can just lift those pieces out.
Okay.
That comes out.
This is making me nervous.
I feel like I'm field stripping a semi-automatic handgun. It's literally what I'm doing.
Yeah.
This is my Cyclone Shock. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
That's it. That is all the mechanical parts.
Okay.
The rest of this is cosmetic.
I understand using the smaller ammunition, but how do you make it fling harder?
This is the plunger here.
Yep.
That's what forces the air through this tube.
Okay.
And then this guy right here is the airflow restrictor.
I don't know what the airflow restrictor
So
does.
when a
It
dart
restricts
goes
air.
across that, it opens. But as the dart goes out, it lets progressively less air out.
I see.
They put it in there not just to make it less powerful, but there's other reasons why. But we don't want it. So this airflow restrictor here's got to go. I'm using a surgical pair of needle nose pliers.
I can tell.
And then you just kind of work at it. There we go.
Okay, right on. So
And there's a little spring in there we don't need either, and that can come
this is just a gasket and a dagger. The old dagger gasket.
That's it. We can put it all together. One other thing you might want to do, there are these pokey things in there that the darts sit on. If you want to put your own like custom-made ordnance in there,
Oh,
like the razor.
as nerfers are wont to do. For example, this poorly made Nerf dart that I made at home.
Yeah.
It won't go in because those things are in the way.
I don't understand. Oh, I see. So that it can't be.
I'm just thinking outside the box.
In this case, this is not hollow, and
Correct.
then as a result, you got these jabby pokies that are like,
Yeah.
I only want hollow Nerf ordnance in me.
So those can be ripped out as well. I don't know what real purpose they serve.
this
maybe
is
it's
DRM for ammunition. Is what
That's
it
a good
is.
way to put it. Yes, I was trying to
Here,
phrase
no,
it.
let's just destroy all this stuff.
Here,
So,
how about we we use the ones I have?
Oh, yeah, you could just snip all those.
These are cutters.
Okay.
And you can just cut. It's a really soft plastic.
Now we can wedge all kinds of dangerous stuff. Dog turd shooting. I mean, theoretically, somebody nerfs a dog turd at me, I'm gonna be like, bro, you're the one with dog do all over your gun. I don't know who the winner is. So I would imagine you get a little bit of a benefit in that there's gonna be unrestricted airflow for that puff of air launching it out, right?
So that's it. Trim those off a bit. If there's a little extra, we can
I'll
keep it going.
Make it pretty.
Something else you can do if you have the appropriate size spring, this spring can be replaced.
Oh.
And there are people who will sell kits of the right size spring. Home Depot doesn't have them, I checked. But you take this off and put a bigger spring on here and get a little bit more oomph.
All right, I'm feeling good about this. All right, so now this is the part where I would suddenly freak out and I'm like, I don't remember how anything goes. Like, do you guys remember Voyagers when Thomas Edison took apart the Omni and then the kid's freaking out like, I'll never get back to 1984. And then Thomas Edison was like, no, I know where everything is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never saw Voyagers, neither of you?
No, that's not the one with Scott Bakula.
No. It was a time-traveling dude in a pirate shirt who lost his book that told him how history was supposed to go.
Time Bandits.
But he had a kid from the 1980s, also Time Bandits. But the kid was his book, and he meets other Voyagers. Oh my God.
His child was a book?
No, he stole a child. He kidnaps a kid.
Sometime later.
Flash forward to 6 hours later. They're like, we get it, Brian. It was definitely a show. All right.
So here's a tip. Before you take this whole thing apart, take a picture.
We should have done that.
Then you know how to put it back together. But the point where we are right now, we have an opportunity to spray paint these pieces before we put them back together.
Go on.
So these mechanical parts we can leave separate so that they don't get paint on them. The shells here, these pieces here, and this guy can all be laid flat and spray painted. Now, if we had more time, I would recommend sanding it so it's got some grip to it. Maybe removing the Nerf logo if you wanted to.
You know what? We'll just add periods and we'll make it an acronym. It's a totally different gun. It's the modern Rogue in ERF 5000.
Yes.
Yeah, so why don't we go spray paint this?
All right. I know nothing about making this look pretty, but I know you need cardboard. I'm gonna get cardboard.
All right, cool. And I've got spray paint. And we should probably go outside.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so we're gonna spray paint this thing, but as I understand it, just spraying onto regular flat plastic causes trouble.
Yeah, it's shiny ABS plastic. It doesn't like to grip.
Will it just chip off? Or?
Yeah, over time. And since we're so quality concerned around here.
Welcome to the modern Rogue.
Nothing but the best.
I know, right? We're going to do a little bit of prep work, and these are just some sanding pads from the home center.
And the idea is what? Just to give everything
Just
texture?
to rough it up a bit, get rid of that shine.
Yeah, you. Oh, you mean just, okay.
Like I was saying, you could sand the logos off if you wanted to.
Oh, you can really see how quickly it gives it texture for the paint to hang on to.
So you don't have to sand it smooth, you just have to give it a little bit of tooth. And these pads are nice because you can get down into the nooks and crannies versus using a piece of sandpaper.
So I would assume also, like let's say you had a 3D printer and you wanted to replace the Nerf logo with your own logo.
Oh yeah.
You could just glue your own custom logo on it.
Just wherever you're gonna glue it, really rough it up with sandpaper so that glue has a good opportunity to grab in there. That'd be like a super glue or something like that. It'd be pretty good. And because this is ABS, you can actually melt it with acetone. People do that with 3D prints all the time.
Really?
Yeah, they'll take a hunk of ABS plastic and melt it in acetone.
And then use that to adhere.
Yeah, it's like a slurry.
So if we were to put this in acetone, it would turn into the goop?
Yeah.
The same goop.
Yeah.
Something tells me we're gonna be.
Hey, did you know that's napalm?
Oh, jeez, don't.
Hey, if you guys ever want to do an episode where you learn how to make good molds, let me know.
Oh yeah, dude. His heart was broken by that episode.
Oh,
he's watching us. He's like, "You children, you sweet summer children."
All right, we're probably good.
Okay, all right.
So sort of wipe it down. Good to go. Looks good.
When I was a kid, whenever I'd mess around with spray paint, it was always like this. You'd always just squish and then go.
Bad. Yeah.
Right? And so you would always have a glob that would drip down and this. And then one day my father-in-law was helping me build a magic prop and he was and tell me if this is right or wrong, but he would say you drift in and out, hitting it over and over again like that. Is that right?
That's great.
That's what I do when I'm tagging.
Yeah.
You just gently, consistently paint it.
MR.
It's easier to put on 2 light coats than 1 big coat that's not going to dry. So just a little bit and like that.
Wow.
And even if you see a little red, it's fine. We'll hit it again. But this will dry much faster than just going.
That's way more delicate than I would have done it.
You don't say. Look, this is why we make a complete pair.
Then have experts.
and finally get adults to make it better.
So that's fine, and we'll spritz it again. In fact, if we put a little bit on these and make it all the way there, then we can hit the first one again.
Okay. With this chrome stuff, I'm amazed at how little it takes to completely change the nature of the gun. I mean, already, just this much already looks super sci-fi.
Right.
I'm amazed with it, how amazing it smells.
Yeah.
I'm amazed with the visions of unicorns.
And also, here's a thing you can learn. Dummy. I'm sorry how I made that sound.
No, it's okay.
It's a great thing you can learn.
Do you see how right here the red is showing?
Yeah.
When you spray it, aim for the cardboard down here.
Oh, and it'll like bounce up?
Yeah, like that, so you hit all of it.
Dummy.
Start spraying beyond it and go across.
There you go.
Yeah. I thought you said
Less
you
is
were
more.
a tagger. I think he was lying.
It's just, I use a different, this Rust-Oleum, no, that's,
You're more of a Krylon man?
yeah.
Here, let's flip it around. You can get the other side. Like so. Just spray paint my hand. That's cool. That's fine. I never get paint on myself.
Yeah.
I always feel like I'm being careless. Do you ever watch Adam Savage spray paint stuff?
Is he-
He's just like hot. And just his hands are always covered in paint. So this was the first one I painted.
And it's already dry.
Yeah.
But it's dry specifically because you put such a light.
Nice light color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this is going to take a bit, right?
Yeah, great, the one I did, of
Yeah,
course.
any of the ones that we've.
Might need one more hit on that. It's pretty good.
I don't even think so. That's one of the things I love about all the props you make is that they have this weathered look.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how much of it is to create a layer of paint meant to be discovered as it chips away or gets
Yeah,
uncovered.
for sure.
That's brilliant. You were talking to us about using actual rust.
Yes, which we won't do today, but you can use paints that have metals in them that will oxidize, and then use oxidizing solutions to put genuine rust on them.
That's fascinating.
It's hard to beat the real deal.
So what's your favorite prop that you've ever
Did you
built?
see? Just spray my hand.
It's fine. Say, Adam Savage, you're the best.
Favorite prop I've ever made. Oh, you know what? Actually, speaking of Adam Savage,
I know what my favorite prop is.
Yeah.
The Mass Effect gun you made for yours truly.
it's a very long time ago.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Of course.
I worked with Tested on a project doing the District 9 Alien Assault Rifle.
Oh.
Big ass gun, molded and cast. My wife and I spent 4 days making the mold. It's
Wow.
4 feet
Holy
long,
hell.
this massive ass thing. All right, a little more spritzing here. Let it sit for a couple minutes, and then I think we can go do a little more fine painting work on this and put it together.
All right, so we got a base coat on everything.
Yep.
I assume we have to assemble it and then do the finishing touches?
You could do it in any order that you like, whatever makes sense for your paint job.
Okay,
but
I want to do the trigger first,
Yep.
and I want to put the trigger inside the barrel.
That's not what I meant.
Not like.
I think we can assemble it first, and then I got some paints here, and we can do a little bit more.
Little fine
have-
detail.
Yeah,
At this point, I have no memory of how anything goes, except for I remember this goes in here.
yeah, it's backwards.
Okay, apparently not. Apparently no. There you go. That goes there. See, I got it. I'm good.
yeah, it's
I can.
great.
I can math.
All right, before that goes in, we'll put this together.
Fine.
It was a good effort.
That goes in like that.
Okay.
And that goes in there.
But you don't put the plunger in yet.
Nope, plunger should go in there. We go. 3 of us, if our minds go together, and we can do
This
this.
is what happens after all that spray paint. It takes 3 of us to put it all together.
That goes like that.
You could realistically do this with a lot of different Nerf guns. The mechanisms are going to be similar in a lot of cases.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a design by Nerf because why, what do you call
Reinvent
it?
the
Reinvent the
wheel.
wheel each time, yeah. Oh, that spring there, that's got to go on here first. Like that, now.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't paint the trigger. Oh well, I'll just move all of this.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
Hey, look at that. I did a thing. I did a thing, Jason.
Congratulations, dude. I mean, that was really impressive.
There. Let's
Tell you what,
screw
man,
this
that
thing.
already. Yeah.
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
All right, screws. Ta-da!
Thank you. The payment will be in full. The next phase is, I assume, we paint Jason head to toe in silver and we get him to freeze and stand on the street and beg for money.
Start playing some EDM.
All right, well, so this already looks badass.
Yeah, it does.
And it's already amplified. What are some of the small touches that are gonna make a big difference?
There's a little bit of color. In fact, we can use the red plastic that we already have on there. Can I grab one of those sanding pads?
It kind of looks like a Men in Black gun.
A little bit. They went like all chrome and carbon fiber. So if we wanted this part here to be red again, we could just sand it. and sand down to the red, and we would get that color back. So we got a little bit of red left there. There's some cool texture on it as well. And then we also have paints we can use.
Yeah. So when you're removing stuff, I assume you would also want to remove areas that would imply they're constantly being touched, right?
And you can even layer more paint on top of the silver and then weather it down to the silver to make it look like it's metal that's been painted, and then that paint has worn off down to the metal.
That's a clever trick. What kind of paints are we using here for the touch-ups?
These are just normal acrylic paints from the art supply store. And I think like the handle should be black.
Okay.
That'd be a quick, easy thing to do.
Sure, let's go.
So normal acrylic paints here. Now, if you wanted to get super fancy, you could use masking tape, mask that off and spray it, but we'll just do some hand painting real quick.
I feel like a little tiny Bill Doran. This is amazing.
Yeah. It's actually kind of cool. It leaves a little bit of the silver behind. We'll do a wash of like a weathering pass over it too, and some of this darker paints will get caught in those lower crevices, giving it a really cool sort of contrasty weathered look.
I'm telling you, Bill, if it were up to me, you would have some channel filled with all this amazing knowledge.
But it'll probably never happen. I got some black paint here, and I'm just going to brush on the handle area. And what's cool if you're painting colors on like black, if you have a lighter color, the black will cover it really well. So usually I'll spray on the light color, and then if I have any dark colors, I'll do them second.
Just little happy pistol grips.
Little black on the handle there. That looks pretty great. Let that dry a few minutes.
So how would we do something that looked as though there was like carbon scoring up at the front on that?
If you have it, I'd use an airbrush. You can get that nice like gradient on it.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? In the other room, I saw some black spray paint. I bet we could just spritz the end of it. Got some black spray paint here, and we're only using a little bit. It's not too toxic.
Yeah, and you want to keep it distant, right?
Just
so
a misting
dust.
on the end there, like that. So I'm just like, rotate a little bit. Can you come to my shop and hold all the things I
Yes,
paint?
I want to move in with you.
Ryan Brushwood,
There you go.
professional
That's
holder.
just a little bit.
Oh my God, how much more badass does that already look?
That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
I feel like, should it match the red on the other side? I feel like we should.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna prepare to do a little bit of weathering and dirtiness on here. I have more acrylic paint, just some browns and blacks. We'll do a quick weathering pass on it. Nothing fancy, but I do wanna water it down a touch.
We haven't had a lot of setbacks with this build. It's really gone very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is weird for us. Like, what happens when a Modern Rogue episode just goes right? What's funny is I have this temptation to try to make everything even on both sides, but nobody's gonna see both sides at the same time, right?
Yeah. Asymmetry is beautiful. All right, ready for some weathering.
Yeah.
We'll get a little sloppy here, so I'm gonna throw down some paper towels. The idea is that this thing has been around the block a bit, so it's gonna be dirty.
Yep.
I got some black and brown acrylic paint in there.
Okay.
And it's just watered down a bit. And then you just put it everywhere.
This is the part that I would get so upset
Yeah.
at Bob Ross. He would have a perfect painting, and he'd grab a big chunk of brown, and just go sploosh. I'm like, you ruined the painting. What are you doing, Bob Ross?
And then he would turn and look at the camera and go, because kiss my ass. That's right.
I'm talking to you, Brian Brushwood. You may have a stomach ache, but you belong to me.
And then he vanishes like Quantum Leap, just lights up.
So that part there is just covered in a sloppy mess of paint. And then you just wipe most of it away. Whoops.
What's amazing is that's like realistically how that gun would come to look that way, is
Yeah.
that it would get dirty and people would half-ass try to clean it up.
Yeah, in a hurry because the zombies are trying to kill you.
Yeah, or because you're a lazy bounty hunter.
That's right. Like so. So
Look at that.
And you can be as like refined as you want.
I don't think I was really prepared for what a dramatic difference this was gonna make.
So here, why don't you give that a go?
Just the whole thing right
Yeah,
over
just
here?
chunky sloppy.
But make sure you drive it into the crevices.
imagine-
in these
thing.
cracks here, anywhere that grime's gonna accumulate.
Splat in the mud.
I already did that part, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay.
So a good example too, the texture here, get it down into that, yeah.
See, this is so counterintuitive. Like, we just bothered to get all pretty chrome in there, and you're
Right.
like, no, forget it.
So see how it's completely covered? You just wipe a lot of that away, and what's left down in those crevices is the dirtiness, the grime. So why don't we do half of it, and then we'll show off what this side looks like compared to the other side.
Sure.
Yeah.
I noticed on one of the other designs that not only did you have the scoring up top, but you had kind of what looked like an iridescent, almost like a...
Yeah, you can get real fancy if you have an airbrush, like I was saying, get some fancy lacquers, do chrome effects, do heat scorching with like translucent or transparent paints. Once you really dive into this thing, you'll find it's just a world of possibilities with the finishing you can do.
Not to diminish what you do, Bill, but
Yeah.
what we've done here today
It's not that
really
hard.
doesn't require a lot of skill.
No.
This is the expose.
Yeah.
Doran, fraud.
I grabbed a bigger brush I forgot I had.
Yeah, that's
It'll
fine.
make this go a lot quicker.
So this right here looks super awesome. It did.
Well, so here's the thing you can do. This is super watered down. You go over everything, let it dry a little bit, and then if you think it needs more, you can do another pass.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm a big fan of that splattering. Something that looks
Yeah.
like you were just in a firefight or something.
You add some green, you could just take, I'll just do it with this. Just take a really, make a mess, but you do this and you just go,
Oh, blood
splatter.
splatter.
Yeah. There we go, it looks pretty great. So once again, that is all dirty.
Yep.
That's all clean.
Yeah.
I thought this was awesome.
Yep.
But this is the story, man.
And this is really watered down paint, so it's not gonna stick a ton. So this is the fun magic trick. If you just cover the whole thing, really driving it into that text and all the crevices, and then wipe a bunch of it down. And then if it's sticking around in spots, you really wanna clean it off, just take a really damp cloth. You wouldn't wanna do this with, say, an enamel paint.
Or an oil.
I will say oil paints, while they do take forever to dry, look awesome on anything that's supposed to be mechanical because it's all greasy.
Well, and that's how, you make a point of oiling all of your guns and stuff
yeah.
in real life.
Get some paint in this area here.
I can't believe what a difference that makes.
That's incredible looking.
All right, cool.
So I guess the last thing we have to do is add those add-ins
Yep.
with the tougher bullets.
And if you're curious, this is what your hands should look like when you're done with
You're
it.
doing it right.
Yeah. Dude. There you go.
Why don't you show your appreciation for our arms master?
This is how it ends.
Make peace with your gods, little man.
Because I'm a modern betrayer!
Oh, not in the face.
No.
Go away, bad guys. Oh, it jammed!
That's my line! That's my line!
Stay in front of me.
Dude,
All done.
look at that before and after. That is amazing.
And if you spent more than, say, 30 minutes on it, think
Yeah.
how amazing it could look on top of that.
Okay, Bill Doran,
Yep.
where's the best place for people to learn more of these techniques from you?
punishprops.com with prop and costume making tutorials. I've got books, ebooks, and print books
Yeah.
on foam, costume, and prop making.
By the way, is it safe to say you judge a lot of cosplay contests?
do.
So if you want to get in good with who very likely will be one of the judges, might as well learn from the master.
That's right.
You go to a lot of cons.
I do. I was at one yesterday.
Dude, I was at one yesterday. All right, for 1,000 billion million Brian bucks, why do people use Squarespace? You have 5 seconds, go.
Is it the 24/7, 365 days a year?
You're too late, and no. Go ahead, you have 5 more seconds, go.
Okay, is it the 10% off by clicking on the link below?
No, and first of all, you should mention it's squarespace.com/rogue, R-O-G-U-E. Don't misspell rogue, and no.
It's not that.
No.
Okay.
5 seconds,
All right,
go.
what? I don't know. What is it?
Because it saves you so much time. It makes any kind of blog portfolio or any kind of website look amazing, and I understand you're a coder. You love sitting in the cave. You're the walking embodiment of Plato's allegory. You're never gonna leave the cave with your Ruby on Rails. Guess what? You can code in your cave on, on Squarespace.
You are cutting me right to the core, sir. I thought we were friends, but you gotta go throwing the Plato thing in my face again.
I'm throwing rocks into your cave.
Just like go to a place that doesn't have bears where I can write my code.
The point is, I get to remain dumb, ignorant, and have a beautiful website because they have award-winning designs. They're gonna make you look freaking amazing. It takes virtually no time. You save 10% off when you go to squarespace.com/rogue, R-O-G-U-E, and you keep us in business.
That is a
Does your
good-
cave do that?
No, my cave doesn't do that.
Yeah, why don't you leave the cave?
I don't
Why don't
have
you
it.
come out in the sunlight? What are you afraid of? What are you hiding in your cave?
Afraid you're gonna yell at me about things again.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
why
yell
I
at you.
hide
Go
them.
to squarespace.com/rogue. Keep us in business.
Click on the link below.